In today's video, we learn about solving simultaneous equations by the substitution method. So let's start with our first example. Question 1. Solve the following simultaneous equation using the substitution method. So here we have equation 1 giving us x plus 3y is equal to 9, and equation 2 is giving us 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So here we are going to substitute one equation into the other, and then we solve the resulting equation. Solution. So here we have to substitute one equation into the other. So now let's take equation 1 for instance. So from equation 1 we have x plus 3y is equal to 9. All right. Now let's make x the subjects in equation 1. Thus you're going to have x is equal to 9 minus 3y. So let's call this say equation 3. Right. So here we chose equation 1 and we made x the subject from equation 1, right? So now we are going to substitute equation 3 into equation 2, right? So now we are going to leave equation 1 out because we made x the subject from equation 1. So we have to substitute x into equation 2. So now let's substitute x into equation 2. Our next step is to substitute equation 3 into equation 2, right? So we are going to have 3x, but x is now giving us 9 minus 3y. So we are going to have 9 minus 3y, then plus 4y. So that will be 4y is equal to 20. So this guy will multiply this, and this will also multiply that, right? So 3 times 9 is going to give you 27. Now 3 times minus 3y is going to give you minus 9y. Then plus 4y is equal to 20. Now we can add these two like terms, right? So here we have minus 9 plus 4y. So that's going to give us minus 5y. So you're going to have minus 5y, then plus 27 is equal to 20. So here we have to move this guy to the right hand side, right? So that we can get a function of y on the left hand side. Doing so, we are going to have minus 5y is equal to 20 minus 27, right? So then you're going to have minus 5y is equal to minus 7. Now we can divide through by minus 5. So we divide both sides by minus 5. So that's going to give us y is equal to 7 on 5. To find the value of x, we have to substitute y is equal to 7 on 5 into equation 3, right? So we are going to have x is equal to 9 minus 3 times y, but y is now giving us 7 on 5. So that's going to give us 7 on 5. Now let's solve for x. So that's x is equal to 9 minus, now here we have minus 3 times 7. So that's going to give us minus 21 on 5. And so you're going to have x is equal to 24 on 5. So we now have both the values for x and that of y. Let's move on to solve our second question. With question 2, we have to solve the following simultaneous equation using the substitution method. So just the same as the first one. So here we have the first equation to be x plus y is equal to 5. And the second equation to be 4x plus y is equal to 10. So we have to make one variable the subject, then we substitute it into the other equation, right? So solution. 1, 2, 3, go. Solution. So as we did in the first example, let's make y the subjects in equation 3. So from equation 3, we have x plus y is equal to 5. Now let's make y the subjects. So we are going to have y is equal to 5 minus x. Now let's call this say equation 5, right? So we are going to substitute equation 5 into equation 4, right? So we have 4x, then plus y, but y is now giving us 5 minus x. So this is going to give us 5 minus x is equal to the right hand side, which is 10 in this case. So that will be equal to 10. Now let's simplify this guy here. So you're going to have 4x plus, so here the coefficient here is 1, so 1 times 5 is 5, and 1 times minus x is minus x. So you're going to have 5 minus x is equal to 10. Now let's group like terms. So we have x here, x here. So you're going to have 4 minus x plus 5 is equal to 10. And so this is going to give us 3x plus 5 is equal to 10. So we can now move 5 to the right hand side. So that's going to give us 3x is equal to 10 minus 5. That's 3x is equal to 5. We now divide by the coefficient of x. So that's 3x divided by 3 is equal to 5 divided by 3. Right? So here we have x to be equal to 5 on 3. So we have the value for x in this equation. We now have the value for x, right? So we substitute x into equation 5. So we are going to have y is equal to 5 minus x, but x is now 5 on 3. So that will be 5 on 3. So we now add these two guys. Thus y is equal to 10 on 3. Thus we also have the value for y.